Captain's Log, subdate 200519. Subfleet have issued a warning that a Jem'Hadar warship was given the coordinates of my submarine. I may have to enable the gibberish change protocol, move the sub, and turn on the cloaking device, and perhaps remove my rooms from the holosuite I was using. Before we start, there is a new video on Moisky Live concerning Emily Thornberry, and I will be streaming some Fishing Barrett Sea on Twitch tonight, 8:30 PM GMT, linked in the description down below. So you notice this one's called Halls of Injustice Shorts. I think there might be a number on it. Can't remember. The reason for that is, I figured, why don't we go through some shorter stories that are really interesting, but not worthy of a Halls of Injustice video on their own. So to start, we need to go to a 70-year-old law in Georgia. This was actually a patron-recommended topic from a month ago, and I thought to myself, yeah, let's do this, because I've got a funny Halls of Injustice tomorrow. I'm not joking. It's actually hilarious. The 70-year-old law was created in 1951. This law made it a misdemeanor offense for people to conceal their identities while on public property. This law, because of when it was created, was done to combat the KKK, who I'm almost certain are now going to rise again to fight the enemy. I think we know who they are. The Chavs, and perhaps BreadTube as well. I have no idea what BreadTube is, but that word is floating about, so let's just include them for the time being. I'm sure all of you caught the sarcasm. Governor Brian Kemp signed the executive order that suspends this. He has also said the order allows Georgians to wear protective face masks during this pandemic, with him being quoted as saying, "I signed an order to allow Georgians to wear masks in public to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 in accordance with the CDC guidance, without fear of prosecution." Unsurprisingly, he has received support from across the aisle as the number of coronavirus cases crosses 15,000. State Senator Williams, who's a Democrat, told local Fox affiliate News, "People are using whatever they have at home, bandanas, scarves, to put across their faces. I don't want that to be misconstrued. I don't want anyone to put their health and safety on the line from wearing a mask because they don't want to be profiled in a grocery store or they are picking up medicine at the pharmacy." Not going to be drawn into the discussion about the face masks in the first place, just saying that's what they've said, and this is why the law has been suspended. I'm somewhat surprised, to be honest, that the law still exists, but I don't fully understand the culture in Georgia to know if the KKK are even still a thing. No doubt someone will tell me they are. I will defer to your better judgment and knowledge of the area, so that I don't have to say something that will end up being incorrect. I just want to make fun of the KKK, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that. Are they a protected class? I am, of course, joking. This does, however, explain last week why someone was wearing one of those hoods in a grocery store. Was it last week's exhibition of stupid people that I referenced it in, or the one before that? Doesn't matter. It's nice. No, that was in California. Moving on, I have another short. This one, though, concerns some shoplifters in Virginia, who were also wearing face masks. These two men robbed up a Sheetz convenience store. Now, it's unclear at present what was taken, or what the full charges are, but we'll get to that in a moment. The police managed to make an arrest of one of those two people involved, with the help of Facebook groups that noticed the duo in other locations in the town of Louisa. So what was so distinctive that made them stand out so much that they were, let's just say, fetching, refreshing, green? They were wearing melons on their heads. And the full charge should be cultural appropriation? Do I need my sarcasm sign for that too? I'm sure we can all agree what the sentence should be here. They should wear those face masks until they rot off their faces, or have their heads replaced with those melons. Or get a full-size, full melon, not one that's had its cavity emptied, and do to it what the devil does to Hitler in Little Nicky. Perhaps stick some needles on it as well. Too much? I'm just trying to have a little fun today. The reason, by the way, this video is shorter than other videos, I'm trying to finish Content Constable for next Friday. I've already chosen my next two targets. I want to get on. But at the same time, I want to make a video that is moderately amusing and interesting. With the KKK, it is interesting, because the law only existed for that reason. But then obviously over time, it began to encompass other aspects of life, and one then does have to be careful, and they don't want to be charged with something as trivial as a misdemeanor for what they perceive to be them looking after their own health and the health of others. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not putting an opinion there, just stating how they are perceiving it, or pointing out the obvious. And with the melons, come on, who doesn't love a good mask? I'm assuming at Halloween it'll be pumpkins. At Thanksgiving they'll come back with turkeys on their heads, giblets and all. And at Christmas, a lump of coal, which in the case of the two men you can see in the photo with the melons on their heads, I guess could be construed as blackface. With both of these, I'm interested to know what you think. No doubt many of you don't agree with the face masks in the first place, some of you do. Nothing wrong with that, and I welcome all comments and criticism with it. If I don't see you tonight on Twitch, I hope you'll have a fantastic Tuesday, and thank you all for listening.